Hey everyone, GuardianE here with another event walkthrough video for Destiny Child. We are knee-deep in Ragna Break Season 3, featuring the curvy water attacker Bari. Now, none of the featured banners really interest me that accompany this event, so unfortunately I'm going to be skipping all of them pretty much, so no pulls this video. The event lasts for 2 weeks, shorter than the average Ragna, presumably because they want to time the ending with the Blaze Blue collaboration that's been announced for the other servers. So, assuming that that's the case, I want to save up as many crystals as I can for that event instead. You can probably see I'll have a pretty healthy crystal count, but I'm not taking anything for granted based upon my previous runs of luck on various banners in this game. So, I do want to save as much as I can for that event because that is going to be a top priority. However, regardless, I wanted to make a quick blind run-through of Bari's story dungeon so we can learn a little bit more about her, and then just show the unit and team compositions that I've been using to clear and grind the event. With that, let's start with the story first. I'll provide a timestamp in the description for those of you who may want to skip to the Ragna teams instead. Okay, so here we're starting. Ooh, I like this backdrop. Very elegant. The Hades flower. What is a flower but a dance of petals round pistil and stamen? It is offered no gratefulness for its blossom, but it blooms and opens to the world, for that is the nature of flowers. Ooh. Come out guns blazing here. You there, be quiet. Yah! Huh. What's this? Turn tail and run, did you? Every time I catch you, you keep running away. You're like a squirming little eel. Well, do your worst. Now that I've caught you, I won't let you get away. I can smell it. The scent of danger and portent. There you are. Ah! Did you really think I wouldn't find you here, Master? You really need to learn to think things through. Sorry, Mona. And, of course, you know that whoever's captured then becomes it, don't you? Huh? Does that mean I have to catch you now? And what would you do if you caught me? No, Master, the only ones you need to worry about catching are new childs. Yeah. Okay then, get ready, get set, and go! Alright, so here we are with the Forbidden Flower, what lies beyond these intertwined emotions. Stage 1, a Lotus Bed in Paradise 1. So we'll just run it with the standard safe team, go from there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're running right into the battle, so no story sequence here. Okay. As usual, the Ragna stages usually aren't too difficult at all, so we'll probably just be blitzing through these. Just stopping for the story segments. Oh! Hey! We get a Bari fight in the middle of this. I will deal with you later. We're in the middle of recording. But in the meantime, let's keep going with the story. Go to the next part of the dungeon. Ah! I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I'm fine, thank you. Are you okay? I am. That's good to hear. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, if it's not too rude of me, would you mind if I asked you something? Not at all. Please, ask away. What sort of flowers do you like? Flowers? Well, I suppose I would say wildflowers. But why do you want to know that? Huh? Miss? I say, what a strange woman. Why would she go and disappear like that? Well, no matter. Now that I've come down this far, I need to think about what to do next. Target spotted! I know that face. My, you certainly are fired up today, Davi. Yup, I want to get this job over with as soon as possible so I can have fun with you. Yeah. Believe me, I want to get this over with too. So who's this target you found? Over there, stupid master. Hmm? You mean that guy who looks like he's cosplaying as a court advisor? Ugh, why'd it have to be a guy like that? He's obviously lost, right? So you can just pretend to give him directions and take advantage of it to make a pact. No, now that you mention it, he does look kind of lost. It's almost like he really time traveled here from some ancient dynasty. I'm impressed, Davi. When did you develop such good observational skills? Hee hee hee. I don't know. Do we have to do this? Something about tricking a person in trouble doesn't sit right with me. Are you still spouting that kind of crap? If you don't go after him, I will. Hey, Davi! I swear. Hey, court advisor guy! Who, me? I'm not a court advisor. Then why are you dressed like that? It's just a traditional outfit, you idiot. Hello? Are you lost? Would you like me to help you with directions? Ugh, why are you so nervous? You're hopeless. Now I see. Huh? Why'd you hold my hand? I see too. What are you both seeing? Someone want to fill me in? I am not human. My name is Willow Dorian. I am a demon just like you. Demon? No wonder you were so wary of me. Of course I was. Especially seeing as we're in the middle of the Archfiend contest. Archfiend contest? Now that is strange. I know that some time has passed, but... Master, this may not be what we originally planned, but why not face him as an opponent? You bet. In my playbook, whenever I come across a demon I don't already know, I run away! Please, wait. It may be fate that brought us together. Will you please hear what I have to say? Rest assured, I will not be taking part in the Archfiend contest. Really? Veritably. However, there is one thing that I first wish to confirm. Forgive me for this insolence. I knew I shouldn't have trusted a demon. Oh, so he is gonna attack me. Okay. Gotta figure out what Dorian's scheme is. Seems like a very gentle soul, but maybe there's a hidden secret underneath that gentle face. We'll have to see. Cleared that. What do you got to say for yourself, Dorian? Just attacking us out of the blue. Fantastic. There is no doubt in my mind now. Our meeting was preordained. You sure you're not just saying that because you're lost? I apologize once again for my insolence. Believe me, I wished for nothing more than your victory. At any rate, now that I have made my confirmation, may I ask for a favor? And what is it you are confirming, I wish to confirm your skill in battle with my own eyes, so that I could ascertain if I could trust you with this. Ooh, what is that? He took out a perfectly ordinary-looking flower. I don't really know how ordinary-looking that is. It has its own lighting effect in it, and it's glowing. I'm not so sure. Not so sure about that. I would ask that you keep it safe. Huh? First you pick a fight with me, then you ask me to do you a favor? First of all, that's completely backwards. And second, we only just met. Please, at this rate, my time spent walking the path of virtue will be for naught. Are you sure you want to trust stupid master with such an important flower? He might end up mixing it into his rice and eating it by mistake. Yes. I am certain I can place my trust in you. After all, you hesitated to lie to me. Since ancient times, demons have had no compunctions about stealing or killing in order to obtain what they want. But I sense no such wickedness from you. Thanks, I guess. Are you really sure you're a demon yourself? Please, call me Willow. Teehee, you certainly aren't a typical demon, just like another one I could name. I suppose we can guard this flower for you, but only if you tell us why it's so special. Hey, I didn't agree to that. Very well. That is only fair. In that case, I shall tell you everything about this flower. Ooh, what's this mystery about the flower? And why was Bari asking about his favorite flower? In this very floral-themed story dungeon. Alright, easy peasy. Took care of that. So a lotus bed in Paradise 2 taken care of. And then we'll just have to unlock the next part. There we go. So we're going to learn more about the flower now. Oh wait, no we're not. Excuse me, have you seen a flower like this anywhere? Lisa spotted strange picture. I see you have no artistic talent whatsoever. Do you not have a photo or something? Wow, very, very brutal, Lisa. Well, you don't have to be mean about it. If you haven't seen it, just say so. Is this really a flower? It could just as plausibly be a balloon. Enough already! Have you seen it or not? A flower, eh? No, I haven't. Why not ask that person at the flower shop? Oh yeah, good idea. Thanks. If you like, perhaps I could help you look for this flower. You do that? Wow, thanks. You're pretty nice for being such a weirdo. What's Lisa got up her sleeve? No luck at the botanical gardens or at the museum. Where could he have hid it? This flower must be very important. He said I can't go free unless I find it. My master's pretty stubborn, even for an infernal realm demon. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Just pretend you didn't hear that, Kay? Not to worry. That said, it would be a waste of time to continue this search any longer. I believe it would be best to call it a day. Oh, what's going on? You know, I can sense some stranger power within you. Don't tell me. You're a demon? No, I am a succubus. And you are a child, are you not? Well, it's all on the table. They've revealed who they really are. Although I'm curious now about this flower that Willow is trying to protect. And it's somehow linked to this girl. And then who knows how that plays into Bari. Alright. So we got our first introduction into Jachongbi. Oh, here she is. Okay. Ugh, you're so annoying. This is exactly what they mean by adding salt to the wound. Why is a succubus like you getting in my way? And to think I only came here to do some shopping. What a fortunate turn of events. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you. This is all my fault. Now that I've won, you will accept your loss graciously and come with me. I shall take you to Master. By the way, may I ask your name? After you trick me like this, forget it. Oh man, she's coming out guns a-blazing. Damn it. I can't believe I let my guard down after I'd captured her. That is very unlike me. What is that expression? Master and Mona must never find out about this. Okay. So it looks like she got away, the elusive Jachongbi. Oh, okay, we got Lan Fei as the boss for this one. That's weird, because Jachongbi is in here. We're fighting against her, but it's Lan Fei that's the actual boss. Okay. So got that taken care of. Now we can just move right into the next chapter. Spend those Ragna coins. I do like how they changed it so you don't have to spend crystals, you just have to spend Ragna coins to unlock the next story segment. So, this flower can bring dead people back to life? Correct. It is known as the Hades flower. Demons and humans alike know of this flower and are trying to obtain it for themselves. Miraculous power always leads to its misuse. Thus, I have protected this flower for a long time, in order to prevent that. So then, why do you want to entrust me with it? Because... Oh no, I've been here for too long. I must take my leave at once. Hey! I believe in you! Okay. Oh my, there he goes. Hey, The fact that he wants me to protect this flower means that there's people I need to protect it from, right? Never mind that. Imagine a flower that can bring the dead back to life. Uh-oh. This is like trusting a fox to guard a hen house. Mona! Master, look! Somebody's coming this way! Oh my, we haven't seen her in a long time. Have we met her before? Hello. I have something of a favor to ask you. Hey, Bari. Would you please let me have that flower? Have we met before? Master, never mind things like that. Right now, you need to focus on protecting the flower. Yeah, good point. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but I can't let you have this flower. I see. I had thought there might be a reason to hope, but I was clearly wrong. Oh, she's attacking. Who are you? Honestly, I'd probably just give Bari the flower. She looks trustworthy. Just give her the flower. Bari, how about this? I'll give you the flower if you give me your uncensored skin. How about that? Why do you need this flower? Did your master tell you to get it? Unfortunately, I am all alone. I lost my master at... Okay, that's enough backstory. It's not good to listen to boring things for too long. Mona. It's very blunt. Especially for an overly sentimental demon like Master. You know, now that you've cut her off, I'm actually more interested to hear what it is. Are you trying to bring someone dead back to life? Let me ask you then, would it be so bad to do so? Maybe? That's enough of this, Master. Right now, all you need to be thinking about is how you can become the Archfiend. Never mind if dead people can come back to life or not. Besides, that's a very dangerous subject. Well, I agree with you there. That's true. I don't want to be stubborn about this either. After all, childs are not able to defy their master's wishes. Well, I appreciate you being so compliant about it. Not to worry. I shall swear loyalty to you. Ah ha ha ha! Sucks to be you. All that running away and you still end up being caught. I am terribly sorry, but the Hades flower is no longer here. It seems you have wasted your time tracking me down. What? Don't give me that crap. I like her little cannons. It's pretty cool. Oh! Oh, what is this? Is he unleashing his power? Let's settle this once and for all. Alright, so are we going to have to protect Dorian then? Presumably, maybe, potentially. Alright. Stage 7. There were actually a lot of stages for this Ragna story. Alright, here's Bari herself. So we're fighting her while I guess Chaoyang is doing his own fighting on the other side of things with Jachongbi. But regardless, cleared this one. Moving on to the next one. So let's use those Ragna coins. And we do have the boss, so this looks like this is going to be the last stage. We'll see the resolution of this story arc. Congratulations on your new child, Master. Lisa? I thought you went shopping. Why didn't you bring anything back? I found a child without a master. She should be somewhere nearby. More work? When am I ever going to have fun with Mona, then? Davi, one must take advantage of chances that present themselves. Come now, there's work to be done. This is going to end up being an all-day thing, isn't it? Let's do this! Whoa! Ah! Hey, are you trying to kill me? What are you doing here? Huh? Are you okay, Willow? You seem like you're losing pretty badly. Lisa, is this girl the masterless child you meant? She is, though it seems like much has happened while I was away. Teehee. It looks like you'll need to do more about that child if you want to help out Willow, Master. Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me. Alright, so the final battle against Jachongbi. I still don't know how Bari fits into this. It's kind of weird. I mean, obviously she was hunting the Hades flower, but She kind of came and went. She was asking for the flowers, and then she became our child at that point. She pledged her allegiance to us, and I don't know. It seems like the focus of the story is much more on Jachongbi, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so Moftet bringing out the big guns here. Take care of this stage, and then the final stage will be whom? Oh, okay, it will be Jachongbi. Alright, there we go. Yeah. On second glance, her design is pretty cool. I mean, I do like the Asian style cannons that she has on her sides. It is kind of neat, but gotta save those crystals. I'm not gonna spend any on her. Okay, there we go. Should do it. Yep, there we go. And at long last, we have, I believe, finished the story. No! I hate this! Do you have someone you want to bring back to life too? What are you talking about? Of course the dead should stay dead. All I want is to my freedom. What? Oh, well. I think there's a typo there. And my master says he'll set me free if I bring him the Hades flower. I do not believe you would misuse the Hades flower either. But I do not trust your master. Demons cannot be trusted. You're telling me. So that's why you gave me the flower and tried to settle things with Jachongbi. Yes, it is regrettable that things ended up this way regardless. What are you talking about? My business with you isn't over yet. Give me that flower. We cannot. If we do, you will end up giving it to your master. We cannot afford to give our rival such an opportunity. Just so we're clear, I'm not planning on using this flower myself. At all. So don't knock yourself out. Indeed. If you don't need it, would you let me have it? And here I thought we'd reached an understanding. Listen, not giving this Hades flower to anyone. Who do you want to bring back to life anyway? I can see the souls of the dead. They pester me day and night, asking me to avenge them. So I thought it would simply be faster and easier to bring them back to life and let them avenge themselves. Really? Wait, then does that mean you found out I had the flower by... Indeed, spirits can see through physical objects after all. So then, does that mean there are dead spirits here right now? That's right. I doubt you can see them, Master, but there have been spirits all over for several minutes now. Mona! There's a ghost here! Oh my, you mean you didn't know, Master? There's been one on your shoulder begging you to give them the Hades flower for some time now. Ah! Ugh, he actually fainted. Yay, now we can have fun together, right, Mona? I suppose so, Davi. I am concerned about him being weak-spirited, but nonetheless, I ask that you continue to take good care of the Hades flower. Is it over? What's with that rooster hairdo? Who's Bari? Something about Bari irritates me, but I get the feeling she'd only get in my way if I tried to do anything about it. Oh well, I guess there's no sense mulling it over endlessly. I guess I'll just have to bide my time until under Roosterhead and wait for my chance. He's gotta be hiding the Hades flower somewhere. She's scheming. She's scheming. We can't trust her. Okay. So it left things kind of open-ended, right? And we didn't get really a solid conclusion. We have the Hades flower now, and everybody pretty much wants it. Including Bari, our new child, and Jachongbi, who's our new child. Even though Jachongbi is serving us now, she still wants it for her old master. So, I don't know. Kind of an interesting story, but nothing too groundbreaking there, and kind of left open-ended without kind of a solid conclusion. So maybe we'll see more about Bari and more about Jachongbi in a future Ragna Break. I guess we'll see. Alright, so now that we got the story segment out of the way, just to touch base briefly on the two teams that I used to really grind the event. I basically have two teams, one auto team and one manual team. The auto team I use in my leisure when I kind of have to do other things and I just need to have Destiny Child running in the background to use up some raid tickets. And it's a very, very safe team. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of really, really powerful, or really I should say, leveled and maximized awakened green attackers. My most awakened green attacker is Amor at +6. She's 6-star +6. So she actually is probably my most potent green attacker. So she's going to be doing most of the work, and she is the leader on this auto team. And part of the reason why she's the leader on the auto team is because her leader buff gives auto attack damage +40 for wood-type allies. So since she's going to be doing most of the auto attacking and damage, that's what I ended up putting on her. Gave her the cute broom as a weapon, maxed at +15, as well as the tailored outfit. Just all the maximized gear that I possibly could. And I also gave her the Vampire Exorcism kit to increase her crit damage, or rather her crit rate, I should say. Crits are really important in raids, and so I just wanted to maximize that on her as much as I could. And for the Soul Carta, I actually ended up putting the Power of a Smile on her. So if you have this Soul Carta, I highly recommend putting it on your attackers for a variety of reasons, but most importantly, it's a wood attacker-based card, which means it's perfect for this Ragna, and it increases poison evasion by a certain percentage. In this case, it's 35.5%, and that's really key because Bari does poison you. And that's really, really critical for your wood attackers, because if they're poisoned, then in Fever Time you really can't use them, and when you're autoing, the AI will automatically not use them because your poison unit will kill themselves, basically. So any way that you can avoid the poison is really effective. There are other units that you can use, for example. So Arato is actually pretty good as a healer if you want to run her to remove some damage over time. So she can be effective. There's also Bast here, who I obviously don't have leveled at all, but you got her from the Cleopatra Ragna Break for free, and if you did level her up, one of her skills removes all damage over time. So those are two good healer options that you can use, certainly. If you do have that card, it can definitely be useful, and I would definitely recommend putting it on your primary attacker if you can. But as you can see, she's pretty decked out, she's fully awakened here. The rest of it is pretty straightforward. I mean, Chang'e, decked out with gear. I threw the Baptism of the Goddess Soul Carta on her just to increase her regen. For Dana here, I gave her the Times Up Soul Carta just for stat boosts. Really, that was pretty much the only purpose for that. But decked out her gear as well. Now here's Mott. Mott can actually be pretty darn important because her drive skill will resurrect a unit, and in the off chance, especially in auto, one of her units could just die. Could get hit by a bad crit, hit by a bad drive, bad timing, get poisoned, whatever it might be. And so she's there kind of as a contingency plan to resurrect your unit as you need to. I put the Midnight Partners on her, again, just as a stat boost. That's really all I wanted to put that on her for, just sustain for HP and defense. And then Eve here, who's kind of out of place. Like I said, I don't have really that many good green attackers. And for auto purposes, the fact that Eve poisons is just solid. For the duration of a Ragna, that's going to be, a 5-minute long fight. The fact that it's just kind of a battle of attrition, poison can really, really help you out. So I have my maxed Eve here that I just kind of tossed in. And I gave her Today I'm Nice Moa, that Soul Carta, because what that does is it increases poison damage by 250. So that'll help out. That'll just increase her damage overall and the damage over time or damage per attack or an action that all of the other units do during auto. So that was the auto team. Again, it's not anything groundbreaking, and it'll probably do around 1 million to 1.3 million damage on auto in most cases, which isn't that great. And it's not honestly, it's not going to guarantee you a top spot in the raid. So oftentimes when I'm using auto and I need to just burn raid tickets, I may use 2 raid tickets in a row just to kind of get the top spot while using auto, just out of convenience. Now, the team of a little bit more substance is going to be the manual team. Now, this is far from an optimal team. Again, this is just kind of what I can toss together because, again, I don't have the best green attackers fully leveled and awakened, and I'm not going to for this event, so I'm just running this. But this team can consistently get around 1.8 to 2 million damage almost on manual, and that's pretty good. I mean, it's a crit-based team, obviously with Pantheon as the leader here, and the reason why Pantheon is so good is because of his skill. So his leader skill increases crit rate by 15% for Dark Allies, and then his slide skill increases crit rate by almost 60% and crit damage by over 60% for 2 allies, and basically the 2 highest attackers on your team. So that's perfect. So if you have two attackers on your team, he's going to increase both the crit rate and the crit damage for those 2 allies, and that's really, really powerful for tap-based units. So if you want to run Pantheon, really probably the best pair with Pantheon for this raid is going to be Abaddon. So if you have Abaddon fully leveled and awakened, you may want to use him for this particular team. But since I don't have Abaddon fully awakened, and I'm not going to, instead I decided to use Elizabeth, because Elizabeth can take advantage of Pantheon's leader skill, and she's also just a tap-based attacker. And further, Dark-type allies, or Dark-type childs, can take advantage of this Soul Carta. So if we take a look at the Soul Carta here, Demon Hunter Demon, it's specifically for Dark units, but it provides an increase in critical attack damage by 4,000 in raid. So obviously we're in a raid here, and despite the fact that the Bari is a water unit and we don't have type advantage with Dark Childs, this card is amazing for any raids. And the fact that Elizabeth does so much damage without having the color advantage means that this is kind of a viable strategy, I would think, for most raids going forward, just because she does so much damage. Basically, her tap skill is that she deals a certain amount of damage 4 times. So she attacks 4 times, and with that crit rate and with the Soul Carta, she ends up doing, around 9,000 damage per hit, which is pretty remarkable. Obviously, I put the Vampire Exorcism kit on her to increase her crit rate as well. But yeah, so Elizabeth in here is kind of an odd pick. She doesn't have the color advantage, but with the Soul Carta, it kind of makes up for the damage loss of not having a color advantage, and she's able to kind of just crit and do continual damage. Similarly, Amor is built the exact same way. I mean, she's got the slide skill that attacks 3 times, and she's going to be hitting those crits every time as well. She's going to be having the power of the Small Carta. Mott is there, of course, and Chang'e is there for speed up. The rest of the team loadouts are the same. Mott's putting in a lot of work here, obviously, because she's the only healer on the team. There's no tank on the team, no defender, so we've opted for the 2 attacker, 2 supporter loadout. So that is, we're going to take a lot of hit to our sustain, and so Mott's going to have to do a lot of work. So we're going to jump into an example run through of Bari with this manual team, so you can kind of see how it plays out. But these crit-based teams are pretty good. So if you have the option, you may want to start building one for future raids if you haven't already. So here we can see the manual team in action. Pretty straightforward, nothing too complicated. I have it set down to a lower speed just so I can keep up with the timing of the skill charges and everything else. But more or less, all you're doing is doing the slide attack for every single character as soon as it pops up, with the exception of Elizabeth. Elizabeth is going to be a tap because her tap allows her to attack 4 times. And as you'll see throughout the course of the video, because of the crit rate that's been provided by the various equipments that I have on her, as well as Pantheon being there providing that buff, she attacks 4 times for around 9,000 damage. Amor also attacks 3 times with her slide attack for anywhere from 13,000 damage. So it adds up, and their crit rate is probably somewhere in the realm of 80 to 90%. It's pretty darn high. And obviously, as they get attacked, their attack charge also increases quicker. The only other kind of wrench in it is that I save the drive skills for Mott, just because since she is the only healer and I don't have a tank on the team, she is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting as far as sustain is concerned. So she is going to be doing all of the healing, and because of that, I really want to save the drives for her, which unfortunately means that I have to oftentimes wait to use the drive. Also, depending on the drive and when I use it, it may not time so well. It may end up resulting, unfortunately, in a character death. Most often Elizabeth will be the one that takes the damage and dies. So that's another kind of wrench in things, although Mott will also revive. So Mott will be able to revive whatever character died throughout the course of the run, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't happen, but it can. I mean, just based on bad timing, if they get crit by Bari, any of those things, if they get poisoned early by Bari, and that's another element to this. Bari does poison. We talked about the fact that there is that Soul Carta that increases poison evade, but unfortunately, if Bari gets, or if Elizabeth gets poisoned, or if Amor gets poisoned specifically during the drive and during fever time, then you can't use Amor to do the fever time because she'll kill herself, basically, unless she has vampirism active. So it's just little things like that, and you can activate vampirism on Amor by tapping instead of sacrificing damage basically on that turn by tapping instead of doing the slide skill. And sometimes that's worth doing because that can actually keep her alive in certain instances, especially again in light of you almost activating fever. You want to be able to use her. That can actually help her keep her sustained in light of being poisoned. But yeah, otherwise pretty straightforward. Nothing too complicated, and the team itself on manual will average around 1.6 to 1.9 million, which is more often than not perfect to secure either the top 1 or 2 spot in any given raid, which is exactly what you want when you're using your own Ragna boosters on your own tickets, and you want to only minimize, or you want to maximize the effectiveness of your raid tickets. You can get the 1.6 to 1.9 million with a single ticket, rather than kind of using 2 tickets to get that first place slot. So it kind of maximizes your coin intake when you get at least 1.5 million on average, I would say. Now, of course, you're not going to be hitting any leaderboards like this, but that's really not the goal here. The goal is just really to farm efficiently and grind efficiently so that you're able to clear the shop with as few headaches, I guess, as possible. Alright, so speaking of, clearing the raids and the raid shops and accumulating Ragna coins, we do have enough for the Equinoctial Bari, the Bari costume. So let's go ahead and redeem that right now for the 200 Ragna coins. There she is. It's an absolutely gorgeous skin. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. They censored it, which sucks. It makes me really angry because really basically a lot of the dress on her backside usually is slipped off a little bit more, so it reveals more, and they covered her up a lot more. But regardless, the skin is gorgeous. I mean, the floating lanterns, and she's got the elegant flowing cloth. Parts of it glows. She has the 2 squirrels there. It's a pretty great skin. So it's a costume for Bari, who is guided by the voices of the dead through an impassable door. If there's any motivation for using the decensor patch for Destiny Child, this has got to definitely be one of them, and I may end up doing that in the future. But regardless, we've got the costume, which is one of the primary targets of the Ragna Break. So let's go ahead and use it on her. There we go. Wonderful. And then we'll go ahead and pull her up here and equip it. Yep. Equinoctial Bari costume. Okay. So there we go. That is it. Pretty awesome. So that's Bari. That is the Ragna Break Season 3 breakdown, walkthrough, whatever you might want to call it. Account update. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Destiny Child content. Let me know in the comments below how your progress has been going on the Bari event, if you've gotten everything that you wanted thus far, how the grinding is going, what teams you're using. I'd be interested to hear that as well. Thank you all so much for watching, taking some time out of your day to spend with us. We really, really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those squirrels, I guess.